Hey there, this is Troy Baker, and this is a piece of Schmidt.
Hello, and welcome to episode 27 of the Piece of Schmidt podcast. As always, to my right, James.
Hello.
And to my left, Wes.
Sup?
Sup.
Sup, Wes.
This is the Piece of Schmidt podcast where we talk about all the weird things that we want to talk about for your amusement. So if you like it, head on over to Facebook, Twitter, give us a like, YouTube, give us a subscribe, go to patreon.com. If you want to support us, throw us $1, get perks, get things early, get merchandise when we have it, and support the show, watch the show, share the show. Today's first topic is from Wes. Go ahead, Wes.
Yep. So this past week, the only thing dominating most of the internet right now is Comic-Con.
San Diego Comic-Con.
San Diego Comic-Con.
The Comic-Con.
San Diego Comic-Con.
The origin of
A whale's vagina.
I don't think that's right.
Oops.
A lot of stuff. No, a lot of stuff.
Been drinking?
I'm tired. I spent all day in the sun. I'm woozy.
So Comic-Con had a lot of big stuff come out of it. Everything from, what was the one? Oh, first one. Edward Snowden says Pokemon Go is the newest, highest level of intrusion, personal intrusion. That's what he said. He just came out on Comic-Con and said that, and
What is it? What does that mean?
it's in like
taking personal information?
yeah, because he's doing the Snowden movie. He's directing the Snowden movie. So in all of his research, now he sees Pokemon Go, and they have access to all.
Wait, Snowden is directing his own movie?
No, Oliver Stone.
Oh.
I was confused there too.
Yeah, you said Edward Snowden said this.
Oh, sorry.
Who said this?
Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone said that Pokemon Go is the...
It's like at the newest level of intrusion or invasiveness. Let me get the direct quote. Because
I know that they had trouble with when they had... So when you signed in with your Google account,
Yeah.
they had the ability to
See everything.
see everything.
See everything.
Well, they did and they didn't, because what they said was it allows us basic access to things,
Right.
but we can't do anything with it, is what they said.
That's what they said.
Yeah, sure. I mean, whatever they have to say to make themselves sound better, but
Yeah.
They had access to reading your emails.
something like that. But they didn't. I don't know. I'm sure they did. But then they fixed that. So it doesn't matter what you log in as.
Right.
That's fine. So maybe he's talking about that. I mean, Google in general is the biggest piece of invasive thing in the world. If you sign into your Google account, I'm automatically signed in all the time.
Yeah.
Right? So all of this information of my search history, of the things I do, are all going to Google.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone. I use Google Chrome on my phone. I use the Google search app on my phone. I'm a Google customer. And honestly, the benefit of it is convenience, right?
Yeah.
Because hey, we know what you're shopping for. We know what you're looking for. So buy this and do this and whatever. And it's sometimes it's oh, that's cool. Because I'll search for when we fly, right? I'll
Yep.
search for my plane flight. And then the day before my flight, it'll be hey, don't forget you have to leave at this time for your flight tomorrow. And I'm oh shit, that's fucking cool. But also, that's really not cool. You know what I mean? So, what do you say?
that
That was expert vamping right there.
was. It was during the panel for Snowden, and he's talking about
Snowden is the WikiLeaks guy, yeah?
Yeah.
No, he's the guy.
He's the NSA guy.
He's the guy who blew the whistle on the NSA being able to listen to your phone calls, look through your emails and stuff, and then he went to Russia.
Gotcha.
That movie starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
Mm-hmm.
Zachary Quinto, and
Quinto is Snowden, right?
No,
No.
Levitt is Snowden.
Okay.
Quinto's a producer reporter who's
Quinto
going to
played the WikiLeaks guy, I'm pretty sure.
Zachary Quinto.
Quinto?
Mm-hmm.
Quinto?
Nope.
What did he say? Give me some deets.
I'm trying to paraphrase because it's it's 4 paragraphs of deets.
Great topic was.
Thank you. Okay.
Just kidding.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job,
What
buddy.
did he say?
You want the full thing?
No, just give me something.
He calls Pokemon Go totalitarianism
Okay.
because it manipulates your behavior. It's already happened quite a bit on the internet. But you'll see it everywhere. You'll see a new form, frankly, of robot society where we all behave.
Yeah, fuck yourself. What are you talking about? You're an idiot.
So
He's an old man. He doesn't understand technology.
Because
Oliver
it-
Stone's like fucking 70 years old.
because it makes you more social
Yeah, exactly.
and
Like,
willing to talk to people.
He's going more along lines like it'll pop with like, ooh, there's something special in this area. I need to go there.
So
That's like
It's
good thing.
it's conditioning you to go places. Yeah, it's
totalitarian. Go
that-
fuck yourself.
whatever gets
Oliver
people
Stone.
off their ass and out of their house is okay with me.
There have been a couple of people at work who have said that this app has got them up off their
Yeah,
ass.
I'm going places, meeting people, and doing things that I normally wouldn't do, and that's not a bad thing.
I am excited for Pokemon Go at PAX though.
Yeah, totally.
How many gyms
I'm
do you think
excited for just my 3DS Street Pass
at PAX?
packs. Yeah,
That'll be sick.
yeah.
Gonna go
And
find
my
the-
character on there is named Derailed, so everyone who meets me will be like, "Oh, who was Derailed? Maybe I should YouTube it." Okay, so what else happened at Comic-Con? Nothing really. What's your topic?
Bunch of trailers came out for Comic-Con.
Mm,
Not going into too much detail, we got the biggest two have to be Wonder Woman and Justice League.
Gal Gadot.
For show.
She
Uh,
owned it, dude. That with the rope. Remember
Yeah,
that
dude.
thing where she flips around and whoosh?
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
we got some trailers for the 3 Marvel Netflix shows now. Jessica Jones,
Luke-
Daredevil, and Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
We got the Luke Cage.
looks super good.
Yeah.
There.
Season 2 of Daredevil turned out good, right?
Yes. Here's the thing. I loved every part about it except Elektra.
Mm.
She kind of, but the Punisher makes up for it. But like in the middle, there's like 2 or 3 episodes where Punisher's barely in it, and it's more focused on her. And I hated it.
Ugh, Punisher was so great, though. He did a really good job.
Yeah,
They redeemed it though at the end by bringing back Fisk.
Good.
they had to. They have to.
They have
I
to.
want to talk about Wonder Woman for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll talk about it more on the other show, but the
The other
first female, the first in this generation female superhero-centric movie.
I would say
She is the first lead in a superhero movie.
since what, Elektra or Catwoman, which aren't the best things to go on, mind you, but those are the last 2 I can
Since
think
like the first Iron Man, since they started the Marvel universe
Yeah.
or whatever, or like this
Yeah.
whole superhero thing.
The
back up
cinematic
again.
universe, yeah.
Yeah. Even though it's DC, I understand that. I'm not an idiot. But please leave it in the comments if you think I am. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool because all the other women that we've seen are side characters in the Avengers and stuff, or X-Men.
Yeah, it's either a team comic or you're right, side character, sidekick. First, and this one actually has potential to be really good. The trailer
Yeah.
looked really good.
So did Justice League. Looked fantastic.
Justice League did look fantastic.
They're great at making trailers.
Speaking of the Justice League, yes,
Snyder had to be a part of them. You know what I mean? They were Snyder-esque, which means they'll probably be subpar movies.
they'll be good. They'll be decent. There'll be parts we like and parts we hate.
You know, maybe they'll let him do his Ultimate Editions now that everyone loves Batman v Superman, because they like the community that we're in has totally switched their view on it.
Has that been since the Blu-ray Ultimate Edition came out?
Exactly.
That fixed almost everything.
Everything but
Joker Eisenberg.
yeah, Heisenberg. What are you doing over there, Hollywood?
What?
What are you doing?
Doing stuff.
Stuff.
Doing phone stuff. Research stuff.
So those 2 trailers were fantastic.
The Kong trailer was fantastic too. Kong Curse
Who's
of
behind that?
The guy who it's the crew and the company that did Godzilla.
Okay, I'm for it. Godzilla was surprisingly all right. The monster stuff.
Yes.
The human stuff they need to work on.
This one has Tom Hiddleston, John Goodman. Tom Hiddleston?
Who's that?
Loki.
Loki, bro.
Okay.
Tay Swift's new buddy.
Really? Taylor
Yeah.
Swift's on that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my word. Wow.
They are together.
Samuel L. Jackson
In
and
real life?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not.
Say that it's a publicity stunt.
She keeps dating these older people, man. T Swift. Man. At least she's getting it in.
She needs new material.
Yeah.
Got to date somebody
So-
and break up with them real quick.
Mm-hmm.
No, she'll do an album where she's happy, and then like a year from now, when she needs to buy an island or whatever, then they'll break up.
An island, huh?
She has an island. She could
Yeah?
buy- she
You
could
think
buy
so?
an island. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
She could buy an island. She's
She
huge. You're underestimating how huge Taylor Swift is.
She can buy an island.
Yeah.
I don't think she owns an island though currently.
Oh, okay. Good call. Good call. I don't think that's her style.
Yeah, probably not.
No, that's a Johnny Depp thing, because he does have an island.
Yeah, and he can have an island.
Yeah,
He can have 5 islands.
multiple
One of them probably looks like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
Kings Bay.
one of them looks like a Tusk Island, like full of horses. Give me my fucking movie back, Wes, or watch it for God's sakes.
I have no idea.
You haven't
what you're
watched it yet?
No.
What is wrong with you?
I lent him Tusk when it came out on DVD. You know when it is, internet, and he still hasn't given it back to me.
So you lent it to me, and then like a month later, I moved.
And he
Wes-
claims he's a huge Kevin Smith fan.
Wes, did you lose the movie?
Nope, it's on my shelf.
Did you sell it?
Nope,
Did
it's
you
on my
really
shelf.
just lose the movie?
If I lost the movie, I would have bought him
Did
a new
you
one.
tusk the movie into quarters?
Did you Tusk it?
Yeah.
There was the trailer for the new King Arthur film by Guy Ritchie.
Sure.
That I'm excited for.
I am a
I
guy.
am super excited for that because Jude Law's my boy.
What was the other trailers I watched? The Lego Batman movie.
Meh. Meh.
Don't care.
Movie?
Yes,
Who's doing Batman? Is it?
Will Arnett.
Okay. He's all right.
And then
Give me that TB. Give me that Troy Baker.
they're doing it's introducing Robin, and I think Robin is Michael Cera in this.
That's fine. He needs work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love your input.
He's got to get that research in over there.
And now to James, who was at Comic-Con. Give us your in-depth thoughts.
I was not at Comic-Con. Nor have I ever been to the Ago of Comic-Cons.
Have you been to the state of California?
I have not,
Interesting.
considering I'm from Florida.
Yeah, that is true. Which is basically
It's the reverse. It's a more shitty California.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Bizarro, California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like weird Flocka eat your face off
Yeah.
California.
You got a Disneyland.
California's like California. Florida's like I'm gonna eat your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alligator.
Yeah.
So, anything else? Any comic books announced?
That's the weird part. Comic-Con, I don't think is about comic books anymore.
Stan Lee was there.
Stanley's always there.
I think this might be his last one.
How many times have you heard this is the last thing Stanley's going to do over the years?
I don't know.
Well, he blatantly came out and said,
Yeah, I'm
I don't
pretty
want
sure
to.
this is his last.
I don't want to
tour.
run around the country anymore. I just kind of want to do my thing.
Let me be. What's the last
Yeah.
superhero he created? Look it up. Fact checker. Fact check it.
Fact checker.
Last superhero Stanley actually
Yeah,
created?
Yeah, Stanley imagines like Catwoman and all
That doesn't count. He needs to create it, not write for it.
Oh, they did unveil a new character for Rogue One.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah.
How do we feel about that movie in general?
Rogue One?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Excited still?
I am now excited.
Okay.
I was not at first, and now I am.
I've
What
been
got
the
you
whole time.
excited?
Vader.
Vader.
More Vader. More Vader than originally intended.
You know what really upsets me? How that one dance movie said that Vader was German for father. And it's just a blatant lie.
Yeah.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Vater.
That's stupid.
Vader.
It's not even spelt V-A-D-E-R. Stupid.
It's spelled V-A-T-E-R. Very close.
Vader.
Stan Lee, fact
I'm
checker.
looking.
Sunburned fact checker.
Not sunburned.
You are very sunburned.
Yeah, just some.
Are you saying hi? Bruce, you want to say hi to the people?
Oh, Brucey. Hello, Bruce. Bruce, you're on. What's your topic, Bruce? Here's your topic: snorting, snorting, and licking.
Licking Aaron's
yeah.
face.
Oh yeah.
That should be a topic one day. Our dogs.
Yeah.
Or our animals.
How many dumb dogs can you fit on one show?
Yeah. We'll interview them. Come on, Stan Lee. I feel like I could Siri this by now.
Stop.
Siri.
Okay, Google. Where's my phone? I don't have my phone. Anyways, vamp, Wes, vamp.
Vamp.
Ready, go.
You don't. Probably one of the funniest things about Comic-Con was they announced that the last Divergent film is going to be a TV movie,
And she didn't know.
and she did.
What?
Yeah. So Lionsgate's
The lady
just
didn't know, or the girl.
Shamalama, yeah, we know.
Shalala Babadidi?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
last thing he did was a TV show,
Created.
Stripperella. The TV show.
He created Stripperella.
Cool. Good to know.
All right.
No, but it was like they were interview on the panel, and I think someone asked her, "So, what do you think about Lionsgate doing this on TV?" And she's like, "Oh, well, that would be nice to know."
That's really funny. That would
Is
suck.
it? Yeah.
Those movies are bad, though. They're not good.
But they still have. But you have to pay because Kate Winslet was in like the last two, so you have to pay her to do a TV movie,
They're
Yeah.
recasting it.
or do that and
Guaranteed.
just
Guaranteed.
piss off the hardcore Divergent fans.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
that one guy. Yes.
Isn't the Hemsworth brother that guy? No, that's a
No,
different
that's
guy.
Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's like
The lesser Hemsworth.
yeah. There's a third Hemsworth.
There's a really not attractive Hemsworth.
Yeah.
That's why he's not in any movies.
Yeah.
That's why he has a normal job.
career path I wanted.
No, it's because
No
you don't
offense.
look like those two.
Even a leaky faucet drips water every once in a while. What's with you and the faucets? So is that it for Comic-Con? Anything else, Wes? Did you do
There's
your
got to be
research?
something.
It says
Nothing else? No Nintendo?
Nintendo talked about Pokemon Go.
They didn't talk about the re-release of the console and
Not that
how
I
many
saw.
they're going to do
Nope.
and how they're going to screw people and only
Nope.
give retailers like 30 of them to go with.
No,
and
that-
I know
yeah.
I know it's coming, dude. I know it's coming.
It's all going to be all about the pre-order on
The
those.
pre-order is going to be like, get it now for an hour and everybody else go fuck yourself.
I guarantee, though, next year we get the Super Nintendo. Then we get, I bet.
It depends on how this one sells. If this one sells,
Wes.
Does it really?
Wes.
Everybody
Everybody from that
wants, like, 3
generation
of
is
them.
still quite alive.
And
It's
only
going to
60
sell.
Bucks.
Yeah.
Granted, this is
The price
more of a
point's
topic
phenomenal.
for Broken Pixel.
An extra controller's $10.
Yeah.
Like 30 games. All
Unless
good
you have a
games.
friend who works
Not
at a
games like
retailer.
Rygar.
you and this Rygar man.
Yeah, Rygar. Mm.
Yeah. Horrible.
Oh yeah, Rygar's your Superman 64.
Yeah. Yeah. Rygar can fuck itself backwards.
Oh shit, I wasn't keeping time. Fuck. This is gonna be a hard episode to edit. What time are we at?
5:48.
548 seconds. Can we do minutes on that?
Less than.
I'm just gonna do 548. James, what's your topic this week?
The fall of music
Music is very much alive.
over the years. Okay, we'll say the decline.
Mm.
We'll say the decline specifically around rock and hip hop music.
I would bring country in there too.
I don't give two shits about country music.
I'm just saying that you used to have Garth Brooks
Yeah.
running at home,
Well, here's the thing.
friends in low places.
So I listened to country music for a short period of time in Florida. And I feel like Garth Brooks started the downfall because that was more pop country.
Yeah,
That was very much pop country.
yeah, definitely. Because
Um,
you went from like the 60s, 70s country that was like
Yeah.
Waylon Jennings,
But even guys like George Strait that were balls deep into country music right when Garth was still getting his start, like they still kept it real,
Yep,
kept it true.
true.
Lee Greenwood is another great example. Like you had really great bands like Alabama, which is one of my favorite country bands of all time. It's like the only country music I could listen to right now or ever.
So I want to pinpoint, this is a good topic, I like this topic. I want to pinpoint the decade or even the year of the decline. What started it? And what my major point is, what started where music wasn't a art form used for expression, and it was a media and socializing pump for money.
Yeah. So I could rant on this forever, but the slow decline like started in the 80s. Okay? Like after the 60s and 70s, you stopped listening to rock for like a revolutionary purpose. Like there was no more wars going on or anything. I mean, you had a little Cold War here and there, but nothing like, you know, Vietnam was over, World War I and II was over. All of those revolutionary rock moments in the country were essentially going away.
Yep.
Then you had like the 80s was the end of the whole love and peace thing, and
You got
now
hair metal, you got
people did too much love and peace, and then you had AIDS,
progressive
and then
rock.
right, and then the
You got-
cocaine comes out in the 80s, but then you have a peak again when you hit 92-ish area, like grunge comes to life.
That's when heroin becomes huge.
Right.
I mean, there's different drugs for each
There is.
musical
There is.
decade.
There is, which is
Definitely.
yeah, exactly. But you have
Piano neckties, though.
when your band is begging you to stop playing keyboards and Rush, then you have a problem in the 80s. You need to Getty needed to come out of that
Yeah. Then Axl Rose will hire you for
Yeah.
his double album.
for extra cocaine.
He's been raising his hand. I want to hear what he has to say.
Well, no, I was just going to make a point about specifically the
Just
decline.
go ahead and share.
I'm going to
Share here.
the decline of country music in general. You say Garth Brooks. I'll
Yeah.
go a little further back. Billy Ray Cyrus.
That's
Achy-
around the same time, Wes.
Achy Breaky Heart was around the same time.
That's around the same
87?
It's a
time.
little bit earlier.
But just
Because you... Go ahead.
I was gonna say right around there is when the country stopped being the old school twang, that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Right.
and starting to lead into from Billy Ray Cyrus to Garth Brooks to whoever the fuck it is now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think Billy Ray and Garth were around the same time, Wes.
So,
I'm pretty positive on that because Billy Ray Cyrus was like 92 when that song came out.
I mean, that's when... I remember listening to it in like 95 or 6, so it was still going by then, if it came out before.
So, anyways.
So, by the 70s, you've already had the Beatles,
Yep.
right? You got...
You still have some of the Beatles.
Still have some...
mostly
but
solo.
But their thing has like happened.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big revolution.
Yeah, definitely.
69, you got Zeppelin's first record, right?
Yep.
You start to get into like Queen and CCR and like,
Yep.
like music is an art form for expression, for getting feelings out, for connecting with people.
Right.
And then you get into the 80s and you get like Tears for Fears,
Yeah.
and you get hair metal, right?
Yeah.
You get Guns N' Roses, you
Poison.
get Motley Crue, you get... But there's
Yeah.
always shit, right? And that's
Yeah.
not the point, is that there's always something from even the 60s and 70s, like disco, right?
Yeah.
Like there's always crap.
Yeah.
But there's a point where like now the crap to good ratio is way outscaled.
Yeah.
And
Right.
not taking into personal tastes either. Like
No,
if we were
yeah.
to all objectively say that, listen to any even pop stations, when partly because we were younger, but listening to pop stations for us with like mid 90s, early 2000s, whenever you listen to pop stations. Fuck that song. Fuck that goddamn song. Or you want to? If we're going that far, Crazy Town Butterfly.
Oh, God, Wes. Why did you go there?
Yep. So the 80s are still good, right? We still have a...
Yeah.
You still get
have a
Metallica
high-
out of
Dude,
the 80s.
you got
Ace-
Tom Sawyer out of the 80s.
Right. We've
Like,
got a
Rush was still
high-
killing it in the 80s.
Yeah. The ratio is definitely in our
Guns N'
favor.
Roses'
Right.
best album.
The 90s, we get grunge, we get
Yes.
alternative.
Yes,
right?
but that's the thing. So put a pin in it right there. Think about everything that you've just said. You've got revolutionary stuff all here. Then the 80s, you've got a whole different kind of rock.
Yeah.
You've got Twisted Sister and the hair metal
Computers
bands.
start to make an entrance.
Right. You get synthesizers. Geddy Lee gets obsessed with pianos. Like, we don't know what's going on. And then you hit the 90s. Now you have another change. You have another twist. You have the grunge guys that are coming out, and they're basically supporting punk rock, because punk rock was always underground, right? So now you have these guys that are coming out, and you have people that are like how Rush and all them were like, fuck what the record companies want us to do. Like, we're going to write our songs and make our music. You know what I mean? So now you have substance. You have great substance in the 90s. Like, I could legitimately say that's the music that I grew up with, right? I knew a lot of the 80s. I was a kid, but the 90s that's the decade of the music that I grew up with, right? But even today, I can still look back and go, wow, those were bands that were making really great statements. You know what I mean? Like, you had Rage Against the Machine. You had political rock. You know what I mean? You had shit to fight for. What do you have now? You've got bands that talk about, I don't know. What do they talk about?
Yeah, I feel like music isn't a good way to express yourself in terms of like the war in Iraq, or right, like the stuff that's going on in the news right now, right? Like, maybe it's not the music we're listening to. Maybe it's more in hip hop. I don't know, because I don't really pay attention to it that much. But
we're also in the age now where that kind of music is, you're just going to find guys who put a song on YouTube that gets big on there, but never hits a radio.
Yeah.
That's how you hear it. You might even hear it on Pandora. That would be the closest thing to a big station you would hear those songs on, or whatever you're into. You still get some political stuff. I guess late 90s, early 2000s. I would say System of a Down would be one of the last big political bands I listened to.
Yeah,
for sure.
Agreed.
That had some.
The 2000s got.
Can you name me?
Emoed.
Yeah. Can you name me one band? Okay. That, well, one band's too vague. Can you name a handful of bands that have substance?
A light handful, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. A light handful. But it's not like you can go to a bush of music and pick out a bucket of blackberries that are great music, right? Now the bush is dead.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got to crawl and get hurt and scratched for fucking a blackberry.
Yep.
You know what I mean? For something that actually is good.
Yep.
I really it's frustrating.
It bothers me that today's, and it's way more heavier on the hip hop side, right? Because 80s and 90s, I also grew up listening to hip hop.
Oh, jeez. We're being attacked.
Do you want to pause that for a second until they stop, or you can just edit this out?
You're being a brat.
Hey.
Sausage.
We're fine.
It's not going to end.
Can you grab her?
No, because she's agile as fuck.
Somebody grab her.
Wes, get her. Get her, Wes. Sausage Dog, you're on the podcast.
All right, so hip hop.
Yeah, what happened to hip hop?
It's garbage.
Really?
It's complete garbage. There is maybe...
Watch Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, which was good. And then you saw how that stuff was so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, again, you had guys making music about their environment, you know, what they were going through, like social things that were happening.
Yep.
And now you have bitches and hoes.
Yeah.
And garbage, like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You have absolute garbage people like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You have Kanye, who's actually a good lyricist, but he's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like, you don't have groundbreaking things like, there's a reason why Run DMC got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Because they broke boundaries and did things with Aerosmith that nobody else would do.
Yep.
Them and then Anthrax and Public Enemy.
Yeah. That's another thing. Public Enemy also inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for breaking boundaries.
I would say the last, if you're talking
But is Aerosmith and Anthrax? Probably not.
I would say probably one of the last big hip hop rap artist who would be close to breaking the mold you're talking about would be Macklemore.
I cannot agree with that.
If I may ask why.
I don't consider him true hip hop
Why?
because he's not a lyricist. Now, Ryan Lewis writes all of the songs.
But that's why. Okay, let me modify my statement. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, because that's what they've gone by.
What I do like what they do is what they do for the community. I like that they funded themselves. They didn't sell out. Those are the three major things I like with them. I'm not a huge fan of their music. Their last album was not that bad. There were some good messages in there.
Was that the Heist or
Whatever the brand new one is, the one with the one that has I can't even remember the name of the song. Downtown. The one that's about, where they filmed it in Spokane.
Okay.
That's a good song. All the other stuff that he put out before that, I didn't like.
Well, if you're talking about positive messages, he does. What is the song called? Oh, fuck.
The
One Love.
the gay one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's preaching like just don't hate on people for being who they are, essentially, which is a good message. And back to your points about doing it themselves, they are one of the first hip hop artists to be #1 on the Billboard charts unsigned. They have no studio behind them, and they were broke to #1, which is kind of good. And they don't talk about songs about, I have all this money, I have all these bitches, I have all these hoes.
Yeah.
Right.
Hell, his first big hit was about shopping at the thrift store. The exact opposite of what everyone else was talking about.
That did blow up too. Like there was parodies about
that.
It's a great
sucks.
beat.
Right.
It has great beats. A lot of their stuff is produced well. You know what I mean? I'd have to agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree, but not in terms of how you feel about the music. Objectively speaking, in terms of hip hop, until you start going into the YouTube stuff, they probably are the biggest band, the last big hip hop band for what you want, what you were talking about. Even like him or hate him, it's what you're talking about. It's they sent new messages. They tried something different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Agree to disagree.
All right.
I can't get into that. Can't get behind that.
What
Yeah,
about?
but that's what we're saying. It's not. We're not talking about your personal opinion of them. Just about how they fit into what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, not the quality, but the substance. That's what we're talking about.
Sure. But I get what you're saying. Definitely the hip hop rap scene makes it really hard, especially when at work, when you hear what people, like the 90% of songs people listen to, it's, this is the same song over and over.
But that's the thing. It's regurgitated music is what it is. New songs are just getting sampled. They're just getting remade. There's not an original idea that there used to be.
So that's why I say go to YouTube for that stuff. Just find.
It's crazy, like all the stuff that actually is changing or like something different, or using new ideas. No one's willing to take a risk on it, so you can find it on, like, people can produce it themselves. Like the rapper that I like that is kind of comedy, but I think he's actually pretty good, Lil Dicky. He does his own stuff on YouTube and like produces it, and it's super super good and makes all the music, and you would never know he wasn't signed.
There's a couple I found on YouTube /Pandora that have been pretty good. Atmosphere and the Lab Rats do some pretty good, and one of them pretty dark hip hop. But again, I don't think you'll ever really hear it on the radio.
Right.
But it also is showing that radio is starting to die. Right? Like, we can admit that. How many people? Do any of you guys actually listen to the radio, or is it your phone in your car? Pandora, YouTube.
I listen to the radio.
I listen to the radio.
You do?
Yeah.
Do radio shows or actually like music? Like,
well, it depends. Like, so I listen to the local 99.9. Which
same.
Is,
that's what I mean.
Yeah. So it's like music and then talk show and then music. Then
well, I mean, do you specifically listen right now? Do you listen for the music, or do you listen for 99.9 BJ Shea in the men's room?
Well, I don't know. I guess it's more of background that I'm like actually listening to it. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm assuming if like
it's
you and
on.
Becca right now, it's you guys are talking with a little bit of background noise.
Yeah, I mean,
or you and James carpooling.
I would much rather listen to a podcast. I would much rather listen to someone talk.
I've been doing that more and more. I find a podcast on SoundCloud or YouTube, pop it in, get through a half hour of it before I get to work.
SoundCloud.com/derailed.
Great one to listen to while driving.
Very entertaining. Makes you focus.
Focus. Harley, can you say
Watch
El
out for that tree.
Baggio? Harley.
But yeah, I mean, I can agree with you about music. Just,
it's bad. It's in a state of emergency.
but now, flip side, look at this. When you were listening to stuff in the 90s, didn't your parents hate pretty much everything you listened to? Or is it just starting to get faster and faster with new horrible music?
That's the thing, is like the stuff that I listened to then, I grew out of, and now I listen to the stuff that they listen to.
Yeah.
Because now you're like, okay, wait, my stuff didn't age that well, but their stuff is still great.
Like, besides, I'm trying to be gracious here, but the only band that's relatively new that I like is Alter Bridge, and I think their first record was in like the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie has been going for a long time, and then you've got like all the classics like Motley Crue and Led Zeppelin and Queen and stuff.
I would probably go a little bit more recent and say like, besides getting YouTube stuff, Five Finger Death Punch.
No, I don't like them at all.
Again, to each their own.
Yeah,
but
exactly. But yeah, they're newer for sure. That's just not my thing.
So older band doing newer stuff. Disturbed's new album putting out that cover of Sound of Silence.
Can't stand it.
Do you just not like
They're
that?
one of the worst components of this argument.
Disturbed?
Yes. He David Draymond is straight up an idiot. And I am not going to be shy about it. He's straight up an idiot. And their producers write all their songs. Like, they just write songs to make shit. They're the metal Nickelback. They've just said, like, yeah, we just make stuff for money. Like, it is what it is. They're awful. And he is an idiot. And nobody knows the rest of the band members because no one cares.
Yeah, fair enough. Again, same with Nickelback. No one knows anyone besides Chad Kroeger.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Still blaming you for that, Canada.
Yeah.
That and Bieber.
He gave us Hero and Spider-Man, and then everybody rode the train.
The first Nickelback album,
Meh.
guilty pleasure.
And to be fair, I really do like the cover song for Dimebag Darrell they did. Hey, they actually got the last bit of footage.
No, I'm thinking about at work one of our coworkers.
Sorry for your loss.
Has a Dimebag Darrell tattoo.
Oh.
And a younger coworker asked him, and it has the date, and everything.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, who is that? Like, did someone die?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's Dimebag Darrell." She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry for your loss." like it was a family member. Super funny. So, let's see. What are we at?
11:38.
Seconds. Or minutes.
It must be in seconds because that doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah, that's.
They're talking for 1,000 minutes.
1,000 minutes? Seconds?
You guys must be hungry.
Oh,
1,000 minutes?
yeah. So my topic is twofold. Okay, so what's your dream job? First, we'll go around the table, and then what is a job that you could never do? Like, if they paid you $1 million, you could never do it. Not that you couldn't do it, but like I wouldn't put myself.
You
through that.
personally refuse to.
Right.
Okay.
I would like to hear what you have to say first.
All right. So dream job is easy. I want to get paid ludicrous amounts of money to play video games, ideally uploading them to YouTube. Not gonna lie, I want that job.
Mm-hmm.
The job I wouldn't do, no matter what you paid me, though.
We'll do best job.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is legit my dream job. If I could just
This
wait.
is my dream job.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Doing
this would
Derailed is my dream job. Yep, and all of its extended things, like our new show
Yeah.
about movies and TV show.
Yep.
When we start streaming video games, like, we're growing and it's fun and it's awesome, and like that's what I want to do.
And you want to get paid ludicrous amounts of money to keep doing this.
I don't
Of course.
care. I don't care. I want to get paid enough money that I can live. I don't want to get paid ludicrous amounts of money. I don't want to have I don't care about the ludicrous amount. I just want to I want to survive and do this.
See, I want to do slightly more than survive, but again,
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Like,
I would like to just live comfortably, and I want to either own a comic book shop or a pool hall. Those are my dream jobs.
Nice.
Comic
Or a
/ games.
Pool shop.
That could be a thing.
Yeah.
That could be a thing.
Dude.
I've also always wanted to open myself
Or a superhero themed pool hall would be awesome.
All the queues have capes.
No. No. But all of the balls would be
Blue. Because there's no women.
there would be because they would be all Pac-Man themed.
Okay. Nice. What job could you never do? Ever. Never.
Come on, Wes. Get
So-
get imaginative.
Let me start this off. We were at the zoo today, and I walked past somebody at one of the... You know how they just randomly put up a gift shop?
Yep.
Like a little like kiosk that almost looks like they just opened it up like a bookshelf a
Yeah.
little bit
Yep.
and they just close it. There was a young lady, probably super nice, behind the counter there. Nobody's walking by her at all. Couldn't do it. I would kill myself.
Really?
Couldn't do it.
I could do that.
I would go with I would go with a slightly different version of that. You've actually got one I wouldn't do. Mall kiosk.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Same principle, but at this point, since everyone's walking through the mall, they're purposely like, oh no, he's looking at me. Nope.
Yeah, what's the deal with the
Oh,
mall
yeah.
kiosk guys trying to start conversations with
Yeah.
you when you're clearly trying to not have a conversation with them?
Because they gotta sell
They're
stuff,
doing
bro.
their
Get the fuck out of
job.
my life. Get the people who are dumbasses and go, oh, hi. Oh, I don't
Oh,
want to talk to you.
hey, that's actually
Then you go, oh, hey, bro, what's up? You know,
That's
I'm,
what-
I'm smart about it, and you're still trying to start a conversation with me, still trying to waste my time?
Yep.
Get out
Oh,
of
I'll
my
be in
face.
I'll just pretend to be mid conversation with Donnie while walking through the mall, and when he goes in, we're like, "Excuse me," and then I'll just keep walking. But like that just seems awful that you have to actually do that because those guys just sit there, and you know they're not doing anything. They're just sitting there all day. It's like do 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 do.
What about the sign flippers?
Ooh,
Could you sign
yeah.
flip? Could you sign flip in a costume?
No,
No,
can't do it. I'd rather shovel shit.
Okay. Could you shovel shit and flip a sign in a costume?
No.
could you?
No.
But I could never shovel shit in a hot environment.
Yeah.
It would have to be like in Antarctica
Antarctica.
or something. Definitely.
See, the sign flipping I could potentially do, just
I could
not,
see you being like good at it.
but just not in a hot environment. I'm sorry, no.
Well, in a shady environment. Not like type of people.
Our
but
city
like,
is pretty shady.
Not like type of people, but like behind a tree. Shade. Shady.
Have you seen what some places are doing now instead of having sign holders
Like
and
those
flippers?
electronic things. That
Yep.
are like,
Yeah.
First time I saw that was actually when we went down to Arizona for that training. Because I'm pretty sure it's like, oh, it's 100 degrees. We probably shouldn't have a guy stand out here for 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's when you should have got tossed into the fountain.
Yeah. That was a big thing. Everyone wanted me to toss you in the fountain.
Oh, like
Just
the
so
little
you know.
infinity fountain type thing?
No. The one at the front at the hotel that was like, it was like the big fountain that looked out at the valley.
Oh, not the one that went out to the pools and stuff?
Not that one. The one like that
Gotcha,
was at
gotcha.
the entrance because it was on the pictures on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that wanted you to go swimming.
You're lucky.
You're lucky they didn't tell you until we got back.
Have we said your worst job?
Yeah, I couldn't do the sign flipper.
Yeah, but
Is
make
that your
one up.
worst?
Make one up. I gave
Make
you
one
that.
up?
Yeah, I gave you that.
Well, I'd probably have to. Any job that involves cleaning up vomit, I could not do.
So a janitor.
Anything like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Even at a hospital. I don't
housekeeper
care
for
if
a
you're paying
hotel?
me a shit ton of money. Like, I can't do baby shit in diapers. Can't do it.
So it couldn't be a
And
test.
vomit. I can't. No, I could not.
Maybe, but it's not that hard. It's tiny. It's tiny amounts. of
Nope,
vomit.
can't do it. Smell it, instant vomit. I'll throw up everywhere.
That's the
So I used to be a contractor.
For babies?
Yeah.
Build me this crib. I'll pay you in shit.
And one of the worst jobs I ever had to do, there was a rat problem. Okay. So I had to crawl underneath the house,
Oh,
put out rat poison and traps, wait a week, come back, and suck them up with a vacuum. The dead ones.
oh.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
In a summertime, super hot, under your house
That's exciting.
crawl space.
Oh,
Fuck.
God.
Fuck that. It was worse. It was the worst.
Blech.
I felt like Mike Rowe. I was like narrating
Oh,
it to
God.
myself. So yeah, that's my worst job. Vacuuming
What's the worst
dead
job
rats.
you've done so far,
Yeah,
Wes?
that's what I was going to go into. I'm the host. Segue.
Without the most?
I have it all.
Worst job I've had.
Yeah.
Oh, census enumerator.
What?
So every 10 years you'll get a form. That's the
Yeah.
the census to
Census enumerator.
You asked what my worst job was. No, you fill this out and
Where do you apply for that?
uscensusbureau.gov.
Were you just sitting at home one day in your boxers and you're like, I want to count shit?
No, I was
enumerator.
working at Hollywood Video, and it was when they were closing, and I needed money. So I said, "Hey, the Census Bureau is hiring. Why not apply?" I applied and got it.
How do you hear about the Census Bureau? I didn't even know there was a bureau.
Some guy walks in and goes, Steve?
No, so every 10 years you get a form. You guys will get a form in the mail, and it's, "Hey, how long have you lived here? Who all lives in the household? Names and stuff."
Yeah.
The enumerators go to the houses of information they never got back. So I was essentially the equivalent of a door-to-door salesman, but I worked for the government and had to get information from you.
Did you have to wear a black suit and like a
Nope.
earpiece?
I had to wear. Nope. I wish.
Everybody thought you were a bill collector or a public servant.
Yep.
I would have
Those
carried around a fake big check so people would open the door and that'd be like,
Publishers Clearinghouse!
But
honey, this guy's walking up to the door with a giant check. I think we want something. Ding dong. I got it. Hello, sir. How long have you lived here?
Oh no, because here's where
What's with the check? Don't worry about the check.
as you answer the door, as they answer the door, you have to go, "Hi, my name is Wes Baumgartner, and I work with the U.S. Census Bureau." And you have to hold up your name tag to show that you work for the Census Bureau.
Uh-huh. I did
but
not print this at the library down the street.
but it was I had doors slammed on my face because I didn't want to do it. I had to, and you have to go back to their house multiple times. So they just get angry every time they see you.
Disturbance.
Kitty soft paws.
But the worst one, I had a guy threaten to shoot me for stepping on his property.
Oh.
His
What kind of
property.
gun?
Oh no gun. He said. So I had to walk up to his property, which was an RV on a little plot of land, like little motorhome, and his door is open, and I see him asleep. So I just knock on the side. I wake him up. His dog barks, and he says, "Who are you?" "I'm Wes with the Census Bureau." "Get the fuck off my property before I shoot you."
What's with the Census Bureau?
Yeah,
I'm only a censor.
hated that job. Paid well,
Bruce, say hi.
How much?
$17.50 an hour plus miles.
What? I'd still be there.
You do it for about 2 months every 10 years.
Every
2
10
months
years for
every
2
What kind of job is that? What were you like? This is way better than Hollywood Video.
No, I
Do you
work.
make enough unemployment to last that long?
No, it's a temp job, so you work for the 2 months,
God,
and
I
then
wish I was
10.
around when you
Are
applied
you
for that.
still technically a censor?
No, I am not technically a
Do
census
you still
enumerator.
work for the government?
No,
You son of a bitch. Tell
please,
me.
please. If I work for the government, would I be working where we work now?
I don't know.
What happens
Possibly.
if you don't fill out your census thing and refuse?
They
So,
send Wes.
well, no. Okay, so if you don't mail it back, I come out to your house like 2 or 3 times. After that, then it gets moved up to someone higher in the Census Bureau who either comes to your house with more authority or calls you a bunch.
What does
Who
that
needs
mean?
more authority?
But then what? But what
Listen,
what
I need you to
happens
really
if you
tell
don't
me
do
how
it?
many people live here.
They
I
come with a bigger check.
I have a particular set of skills,
A black car comes up.
and I use them to count.
we just
John Barenthal in the Punisher outfit comes out.
Would you answer the door then?
Yeah.
Oh, you'd want an
you want my
autograph.
social security number? Here it is.
Are you arrested if you don't do it at all, or nothing happens? So
Did they give you cuffs?
Nothing really happens,
Just
no.
in case someone talked back?
Hmm?
Did they give you handcuffs in
Nope.
case someone talked back to you?
I was just told to leave and go tell my
yeah?
field leader.
Just lock them up. Put them in the back of your car.
They give you like an old school police baton.
Yeah.
Nope. The only thing they gave you
Steve
was
is here?
the pack of files to where the places you go, name tag, and a sign you put in your car that says this vehicle makes frequent stops. It works for the U.S. Census Bureau.
Do you have the car you have now?
No, my other car.
Oh,
My old car.
yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't do that job again.
Okay. Burger King.
No, I had fun. I was
Did
I was
pee in the-
15.
Do they pee in the pickle jar?
Yeah.
Did you pee in the pickle jar?
No.
Did
No.
they pee in the pickle jar?
They did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gross.
I don't know if that's a consistent thing nowadays, but
I'm sure it is.
there's
Do
definitely
they come in the mayonnaise?
no.
Why did they pee in the pickle jar?
Do they fart in the lemon meringue pie?
There is no such thing as lemon meringue pie in Burger King.
Except for there's beer at Burger King's in Florida.
Cool.
Okay, what was your restaurant besides Burger King?
No, Burger King was fun. It was fun, believe it or not. But I could definitely say that I was a data entry clerk for a like a foreclosure company, and I wanted to fucking blow my brains out. Just imagine. Now the 9 to 5 gig was cool,
Right.
right? The 9 to 5 gig was cool. Weekends off, right? However, when you're there, you are sitting in a half cubicle in a line of other Android fucking robot workers, and you sit there and you just copy and paste all day. You don't use your brain at all.
Did
You just copy and paste.
Do you remember if you right-click copied or did you Control P, Control V?
I definitely controlled
Okay, good.
because
Yeah.
that's just ridiculous. I would never do that again.
Yep. I had a similar job.
That you had no mobility, like no ability to use your mind for anything. Like you just sit there and copy paste like an android all day and work for shitheads.
Yep. I did that for a paper company.
Yep. Dunder Mifflin,
Just filling out forms. Yeah.
Aaron
Wish.
Scott, Aaron Michael Scott.
Started
Oh,
my
we're
own-
almost there.
started my
We're
paper
almost
company.
there.
Aaron Michael Scott paper.
Yep. I would definitely be Dwight and make Megadesk.
Yeah.
I would definitely make Megadesk.
I tried to at one point when I figured out that you could raise your desk, make a standing desk,
Nice.
but it didn't go up high enough, so I ended up leaning over too much, and I thought I had scoliosis, so then I sat back down.
Oh yeah. That's the excitement of
Jobs.
data entry.
Yep.
Was that your worst job too?
No, my worst job was rat back.
Oh, the rat vacuuming?
Rat vacuums. It's like a plug.
1-800 rat vacuum.
Stop freaking.
Call rat vacuum. That does it for episode 27 at the Pete Schmidt podcast. We thank you for joining us. Like always, like, subscribe, share with your friends if you liked what you heard. Submit topics. Watch our other shows, Broken Pixel, and
Bloodshots.
thank you. We have a new show on Mondays replacing Madhouse called Bloodshots. It's about movies and TV shows that will air on Mondays. Until next time, we appreciate you and we love you. Thank you for watching. Good night.
Cheerio.